Okay, we're what are we doing?
We're programming. Baofeng UV5RA. We're trying to turn off the frequency offset on it, which is this is set up for 2 meter. It's 600, I believe 600 kilohertz. So. This may not be a good video.
If you got a different, like this is a UV5RA, if you had the same kind of radio but a different model, you'd still do it the same way?
They're basically the same. The import versions or Chinese versions are basically the same. This one here's got a programming error with it. It won't let us.
Channel mode.
Sits on GMRS.
Frequency mode.
Frequency mode.
151820.
Got an offset. I'm going to menu. We're going to find frequency offset or direction. And this is one that's been programmed with the chirp or whatever it is.
So using chirp is an option or not an option?
Not a very good option for programming these. Found out there's a lot of bugs in the software.
What would you suggest would be
just a handheld programming method?
Okay. So
seems
each one at a time.
Yeah, seems to work the best for your local area.
Unlock.
How do you find the frequencies for your local area?
You can find them on the internet.
You search what?
Would be your local ham radio clubs or local repeaters for whatever area that you're in. Okay. Or the ARRL online sometimes has American Radio Relay League will have
channel mode,
band plans or
menu.
Find offset again here.
Can you scan police and emergency?
These will.
Okay.
Yeah, I have mine set for a multi-use radio station and Ozark Police Department.
So you just find the frequency for your local departments
That's
for
right.
scanning.
1.
Okay, so let's see. Back to frequency mode. 420 menu. We're going to go to find our offset direction again. Menu. Result of 0. Confirm. Exit. Now we should be on 151.820, which is a MERS radio, multi-use radio. Hello, check, 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 check.
Check 1, 2, check, check, check.
So that one's working. We're going to lock that.
Lock.
Now they're stuck on 151.820, which is a multi-use radio function. They're allowed to use this.
That's not a family band thing.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, there's no license required to use multi-use radio. Okay. So same thing with this. Notice that when keyed down, it's at 152.420. There's an offset on the frequency.
Okay, yeah.
And so we want to change that where it's simplex. So we'll go to menu and exit. Yeah, we'll go to menu. And then we're going to go ahead and find our offset direction, or frequency offset direction, which on this one was up. This is shift direction positive. We're going to place menu again.
Frequency direction.
We're going to go 0 or off. Menu, confirm, exit. Now this one is functioning.
Check, check, check.
And we'll lock this one as well.
Lock.
That's in the lock position. We've got one more of them to do.
Frequency mode.
All three of these are doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing, Tim. We're going to notice the offset frequency when under transmission.
Yes.
We're going to change that where it transmits and receives on 151 decibel 820. So we'll go to menu and we'll scroll up and find offset direction again. Shift direction, which is up. We're going to press menu again, and we're going to change to off. We're going to push menu one more time. We'll confirm it.
Confirm.
And then we're going to exit, and now all three of these are synchronized on the same frequency.
Check, check, check.
Yeah.
And we're going to lock that one as
Lock.
well. That's completed.
Okay. Done deal.
Finished.
You can do that for a new one. If you have the same brand, there's
yeah.
a new radio, you
Yeah,
do the same thing.
It's a lot easier than using the
Chirp.
The Chirp, I believe, is one of them. It's a resource where they have software you can plug it in. It's supposed to program the radio. But we found that the step differentiation from on the kilohertz step or channel movement from say 120, 151 decibel 820. A lot of times it'll move 826, 836, 846. So it's off frequency.
Just a little hair.
For a hair, yeah, exactly, and it causes problems with if you're an amateur operator from getting into the repeaters and things like that, and receiving. And so a lot of that stuff has to be changed from what the software is programmed it to. That seems to be the problem we found with that. And so just find somebody that knows anything about the local repeater. For instance, let me go back in here and change this one just to give you
Unlock.
one of the local repeaters here is 1452330. Oh, I'm sorry.
145230.
That is one of the repeater inputs for this area in the Aries or amateur radio emergency service. Notice the transmit frequency is 145. The offset on this type of repeater would be 600, and then a 600 on the offset and a negative offset, I believe it is. And so you'll go to menu, shift direction again, menu again. We're going to go menu, shift direction, and then we'll confirm back to minus, and exit, and menu again. And what now is we're looking for the offset is 600.
Okay, yeah.
And so we know that's right.
Offset frequency. Confirm.
And so now when we that lets us know that we've successfully entered the repeater.
Oh, okay. That's the repeater. So.
That's a repeater in Highlandville, Missouri, which is about 8 miles away, and that's using 4 watts.
Oh.
So there's one in Nixa as well. It's 145 decibel 270.
145270.
And we'll key it down to see if it's hitting into the machine.
This is the K0NXA 145.270 repeater. Use PL tone 162.2.
Are those the repeaters government owned?
No, they're privately owned by people in amateur radio, and it's a free of charge. They maintain the repeater. And so, if you get especially part of an amateur radio club or anything like that, where they meet, on 2 meter, 144 megacycles, that I think there's six or so repeaters in Springfield. There's, of course, we have Nixa, Highlandville, there's Branson, Shellknop. So it's pretty hard to travel across this part of the country without being able to hit somebody's repeater.
And they don't mind you getting on their
Not
repeater?
at all. As long as you're a licensed amateur, it says you can use any of the frequencies that's allocated for you.
But you can listen.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, anybody can listen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A lot of the frequencies you can't with like our local police department and stuff. Now, in case of an emergency or an emergency's been activated, the Federal Communications Commission says you can transmit on any frequency.
In an emergency.
An emergency to be able to save lives or whatever it is. So in case of emergency, so that's where on the repeaters at this moment we're just going to use multi-use radio service, which is referred to as MERS. So we'll go 151. 820 is one of the frequencies, but you notice when I transmit again that the frequency is off.
Okay.
It goes from 820 to 220.
Yeah.
And so we can't do that, so we'll go back to menu, shift direction, menu again, off on the shift direction, and menu to confirm.
Confirm.
And that puts us on simplex mode. Now we're back on using whatever frequency that we
Lock.
and we'll lock that. So now all 3 handhelds are synchronized for anybody that wants to do anything, on MERS net radio.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Real good. Well, thank you.
you bet. Okay.